Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to the call for the night. And I am sorry it took me a while to kind of get here, and we are going to get started here right away. And yeah, just had a few technical difficulties getting here. So if you had intended on coming and you feel like, well, I tried to get to the link, I did not set it up correctly for whatever reason. Maybe I was a little loopy, but what we're going to do is, as promised, I'm going to go over the second half of the platform, and then we'll talk about what we're going to be doing for the rest of this Genius Paydays focused training session. And we're going to do a series of sessions on traffic in particular. And so if you miss these first two webinars, which are kind of the elementary stuff on how to use a platform, you can always go back and get that. Most of this is going to be available in the back office anyway through the videos that we've already done. And so you want to kind of start thinking about that particular part of the training. Just make sure you're kind of getting that. I don't intend to hold you long tonight anyway. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over the rest of the platform. We're going to start with the coupons, which is what we didn't finish, and then we are going to finish the product setup. Good evening, Wayne. And so I'm going to go right into Genius Paydays here. And I'm going to log in here. And then I am going to share my screen with you. Okay, so let me grab my screen here. And we are now in Genius Paydays. And so here's where we want to go. I think the last time when we were here, we left off at looking at the digital products, and we were talking about coupons in the product setup. And so we're just going to go right there to your digital products. And then we're going to go into the settings area. Now, when we go to settings area, one of the things that we already talked about was the contact countdown clock. Now we're going to go to the coupons area. And so one of the things you want to see here right away is that you're going to be asked if you want to use one of the existing coupons. And so you should have chosen, you can choose any of the coupons that you have already created and activated in your dashboard. Now, if you remember, those coupons can be created here in this dashboard by clicking discount dash coupons, right? Remember, we can then go add a coupon. We're going to give it a unique code. We're going to decide on whether or not it's going to be a fixed amount. And let's say we want it to be a percentage off. We want it to be 50%. We want it to be valid from now until the end of the week. And we're only going to make 100 of them available. Right? So then we're going to go to, I think it was copywriting secrets. I cannot remember. Is it copywriting secrets? Or was it become an expert in copywriting? Let's say it was become an expert in copywriting. Okay, so now a coupon is added. I'm going to go to the digital products. And what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to go to the settings area. Right, when I go to that settings area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to coupons. I'm going to choose a coupon. And then you can see there's a coupon that I already created, and it's going to apply to this product. Right, I'm going to position that coupon on the top bottom right, actually on the top right, and click Save Changes. Now what you have is you have a case where the coupon's going to actually appear on the page. We can take a look at that now. We go to that page, going to close that off, and there is our 50% offer, right, with the coupon code. So are there any questions, right? Any questions about that? You can set that coupon however you want to give your pricing a unique aspect for your buyer, as well as to bring in some scarcity. Okay, so any questions? Okay, so now let's go back to Genius Paydays here. And one of the things I do want to do here is, I think we talked about the bonus. I do want to talk briefly about integration. And I actually talked about integration in the videos that I did. Obviously, you're going to be getting this tracking pixel code from Facebook. You're going to be getting this Google Analytics code from Google Analytics, right? So we will not be generating that code. You have to go and get that code from Facebook and from Google Analytics. I did do that on the tutorial videos inside the course, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time there, but I did want to let you know these are going to come from outside of Genius Paydays. Okay, now the other thing that we want to do is we want to, let's say, we want to sell on Jvzoo. And one of the things you're going to see here is that Jvzoo has, Jvzoo gives the opportunity to put our button code in there. So I'm going to take this out right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into Jvzoo and create a product. So let's do that here. I'm going to go off screen to log in for a second here in Jvzoo. Just typing in Jvzoo here. I'm going to log in. Okay. So I'm going to come to Jvzoo. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a product. So I'm going to go inside of Jvzoo. I'm going to create a product. As you can see, here's one that I've already created, but I can go through this process again. I'm going to click add a product. Okay, I'm going to put my product's name. I'm going to put the price in here. And I'm actually going to put the delivery method. And the delivery method is going to be a protected download, right? Because you want to deliver them to the actual product once they actually get it. And so they need to be able to get that when they click inside of Jvzoo. Now, they're also going to be getting it from email. So one of the things that you could do is you could either put a thank you page up there, or you can give them a download that tells them they need to be looking for their email, and if they don't get it, to contact support. Okay, so that whole thing that I just told you, if that makes sense to you, please put the number 2 in the question box. If that makes sense to you, right, what I just talked about. Because you sort of want to get this. If you're going to sell on Jvzoo, you do want to know this, right? So we can either give the customer a protected download or a thank you page, right? We give them a thank you page. We're going to tell them what's about to happen, that they're going to have to get their email, and when they get it, they're going to be able to log in, right? Make sure you communicate that as soon as they buy the product, whether or not it's going to be a protected download or a thank you page. Either way. All right, thank you, Carolyn and Wanji. Okay, now, one of the other things, and I think I talked about this, is that for your post-sale autoresponder, right, your post-sale autoresponder, remember that you're going to be selling this through Jvzoo, and so everything that you might do through GMP, you're going to do here. Now, GDP is going to deliver your bonus to you, right? It's going to deliver your bonus to you. What's not going to happen is that you are going to have your post-sale autoresponder work, because you're not initiating the transaction through digital Genius Paydays, and so you're going to have to put your autoresponder inside of Jvzoo, because that's where the sale is going to take place, right? So you want to do this autoresponder integration by you're going to use GetResponse, which is what they recommend, and GetResponse is going to give you an API key, which you can find in their settings. You're going to go in the settings and GetResponse, and then get your API key, and you're going to put it right in here. And what that's going to do is that's going to mean that when somebody opts in or somebody buys your product, they're going to get opted into your list, right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. We're going to move on. Okay, so now I'm going to go back here because I've already actually finished a product here. Okay, so become an expert at copywriting. I went through all of that to do this part of it. That's pretty much what I did. I went in the window, added the product, and filled out the forms that seem to be the most logical. There's no magic to it, right? So now begin an event in copywriting, right? We have the product, and now what we're going to do is we're literally going to take this product and we're going to make it available for sale. Now let's go inside of here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the buy buttons, and then we're going to grab the buy button, and the buy button we're going to grab is going to be, right, it can be any of these buy buttons, right? We can grab any of these buy buttons, and we can grab one here. Then we're going to come back to this this area, and we're going to put that embed code in there, and we're going to click save. Now what we want to do is take a look at our page here. And you're going to see there's our Jvzoo button right there on the page. Okay, so if that makes sense to you so far, please put the number 3 in the question box. If you feel like everything I've just shown you is something you could do, please put the number 3 in the question box. If you're comfortable that you can create a Jvzoo button and you can put that Jvzoo button on your page, please put the number 3 in the question box. I will have a timetable on the next call, Wayne. If you remind me, I will make sure I get the exact answer to that. I don't know the exact answer, but I can find out. Okay, so that's really everything that I didn't do with Genius Paydays in terms of the setup. Now, the only other thing that I think I might show you here is clicking the lead magnet here. Once again, I can use whatever autoresponder I want to use, but it's going to be based on the one that I have set up or the ones that I have connected through my API. And I'm going to get to pick the list, and I'm going to get the format that I'm going to use in order for me to have this happen. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to say, no, I don't want that to pop up now. Right? I could say that. Right? I'm going to click Save Changes. Right? So now, when I do this, right, I'm not going to get the pop up. Okay? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, that's pretty much all that I really wanted to do tonight. You are more than welcome to join me on the PLR Show call. That's plrshow.com/live show. I'm going to be doing that starting at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so I hope to see you there. And with that, thank you very much, everybody. I hope that this is helpful for you. And be on the lookout, is what I'll say, for when we're going to start traffic training. Right, we're going to start traffic training, and we're probably going to start on Thursday or Friday, and we're going to keep going until we finish. Right, and you'll always be able to go back and watch the recordings. But once we start the traffic training, please don't miss any sessions. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. Have a great night. Pleasant tomorrow. Take care.